I'm with two who have had fond memories of playing here at the MCG. Two of the very best who have played one-day cricket. Wasim Akram, 502 wickets, an economy of 3.9, 356 games, and David Warner just short of 7,000 runs, 2,200 and a strike rate of 97. It all started for you, Wasim, 1985 here at the MCG.
Yes, first time I arrived here from New Zealand. I played my first Test cricket there, first series, and then arrived here, played against the mighty Australians, and I got 5 for 21. First 5 wickets, first 5 over spell, I got 5 for here at the MCG. That was dream come true for me as a young kid, just 17. I was just over 17 years old then.
Was it the real 17?
Yeah, definitely real 17, Warnie, for sure. Why you ask, I don't know. Look at that Yorker. I didn't know I was bowling Yorkers. Didn't know. I was just running in, trying to bowl at the right areas. That was the idea. And the control wasn't there, like I said, but confidence was there. That's a great man, Dean Jones, inside edge. I tried to abuse him.
What about the jersey, Was?
Yeah, this kit was nice. I mean, for me, that was the first time wearing a colored kit with white ball. It was a dream come true for me as a young 17-plus-year-old Pakistani, and playing against the likes of great Imran Khan. Javed Miandad was the captain, and there was Kim Hughes, in fact. Great man, great player. I remember this particular wicket. I went to Imran, what should I do? Because I didn't know where to bowl at these greats. He said, bowl him a bouncer. I said, the bouncer is a no ball. He said, try not to go over shoulder height. So that's what I did, and exactly happened. I got the 5th wicket.
Brilliant coverage from back in '85. Now, Waz, you've got a ball in your hand. David Warner, one of the modern greats, opening the batting. I'm going to ask you a question. How would you bowl to David Warner?
Depends. If it's a new ball, I'll make sure I don't give him width this side or this side. And if he can hit me straight, fair enough. I mean, I've played a lot of cricket against one of the greats of the game, our presenter, Gilchrist. He was the most difficult batter for me to bowl at because there was no bounces. So for him, I'll use the crease early on with the new ball here, pitch like this. He might nick one, he might hammer me, but it'll be a good battle between us.
Show us the scene, Was. How are you going to bowl that outswinger to David Warner?
David Warner, this is the outswing thing. I might go wide off the crease, might go close to the stump. It depends on the pitch, if it's swinging or it's seaming.
What about that one that comes back in?
Not with the new ball. I'll wait for that for the old ball.
Yeah.
Because one-day cricket is all about wide balls. I used to bowl so many wide balls, but I realized eventually just stick to one swing with the new ball.
And you were always the king with the old ball, getting it to reverse swing. Is that when you'd feel that you'd be able to have the wool over Davy's eyes?
He'd probably be 150 not out by then when I come to bowl with the old ball. But yes, it would have been much easier to bowl at David Warner if the ball was reversing, for sure.
And Davy, you have fond memories of playing at this venue.
I do. Made my debut here against South Africa. Wicket was nice, but you know, when I look back when I was young there, you're just fearless. You come out and there's no expectation. So I was coming off a couple of good innings for New South Wales. I know I had guys like Dale Steyn and Mackay Rentini, who I knew was going to go across me, but I just played with freedom, backed myself, and I was playing shots all around the park, and that's exactly how I wanted to play and build my career. But I was fortunate. I was fortunate enough to have that opportunity to come out here and play, and yeah, it's just one of those things where it came off.
And you played your own game. That's what you usually started off playing as a young kid as well, aggressive mindset.
Yeah, 100% was. I think, you know, as you said there, you want to keep me nice and tight if you're bowling to me. Yeah. But in that game, I just felt like everything was just there to hit. And they're the mindset you try and get into as a batsman. But I think as you get on, your mindset can change. But that there was, was a blur. But it's great to be back out here in the middle of the MCG.
David, I just mentioned Wasim bowling skill. Let's get you in your stance. Come on, you're back at the MCG. You're about to face the first ball in a one-day international, and it's Wasim Akram that's going to be running into bowl. Wasim, the field, what field are you going to have set?
I'll have two slips and a gully to start off with. And then, of course, the fine leg will be slightly wider. And I'll make sure I don't go from middle off stump, just outside off stump, just top of the off stump.
So that's a bowler's perspective. You as a batter, what are you thinking when he's running into bowl?
Yeah, someone like myself. So Wasim obviously swings the ball away. I'd sort of take more of a middle off guard and sort of open up myself a little bit here because he swings the ball away. So that allows me, if it comes down this line here towards leg stump, I can come out and try and defend. Anything outside, I know I can throw the arms if it's in a good area for me to actually hit that ball.
Will you use the crease against me?
I will have to use the crease against you. Someone who does swing it like you did, I'd have to come at you a little bit.
Yeah.
I will show my cards early.
Sure.
Just to try and get you to drop short a little bit of your length. That's where my pull shot or my cut shot will come into play. Someone who doesn't swing the ball, I go a little bit this way, and I've got freedom to actually go back over the bowler's head. But with Wasim and his skills, he used to swing the ball late. That's an error if you're hitting the ball straight down the ground.
So your mindset as Wasim's running into bowl, if it's in your arc, it's going to the boundary.
I'm hitting everything sort of over cover and mid-off. 9 times out of 10, if it doesn't go there, it's going to spoon over backward point. Hopefully it doesn't travel down the third man.
And what do you expect from this pitch? The Australians have won the toss. They're going to have a bowl. Pat Cummins will have the new white ball in his hand very soon with Mitchell Starc.
Maybe the uncertainty. First game here of the summer for Australia. I think it's nice, even coverage of grass, but I think if we can, if Australia can hold them to a good total, competitive total, the 2 guys at the top of the order know exactly how hard they need to go.
And coming from Pakistan, Pakistan team, they very rarely see a grassy pitch, especially in ODIs. And they just won the series against England on a slow turning tracks. So there'll be a big test for them how to bat against the big guns like Mitchell Starc.
You think there's a lot of grass on there, Was?
Coming from Pakistan, yes. Haven't you seen the series recently?
Did you see the test match?
Exactly.
Was, what about Mitchell Starc? He's a wonderful left-arm bowler, just like you were.
He's incredible. I mean, he started his career in front of me, almost, I think, 400 test wickets, and he's still bowling quick. I love the way he bowls. I love the way he runs in, and most important, what I love about him, the attitude he bowls with.
Yeah, this is
Every
Mitchell
ball
Starc.
is 140, 145 plus, 150 at times. That's why he's been so consistent with his performance.
Yeah, this is his
match
fifer.
winner.
Just recently against England. He's a match winner.
He is.
That's what you want in your team. Dave, you're at the top of the order. You're the match winner with the bat. Mitchell Starc with the ball in hand. He does exactly that. So Australia are expecting them to make early inroads and get stuck into the Pakistan lineup, Davey?
Yeah, I hope so. And I think one of the great attributes that Mitchell Starc's worked on from Test cricket, he's applying into one-day cricket, is he can actually hold the seam and roll his fingers over it and bring it back into left-handers.
As well, yeah.
And can go across to the right-handers. So that's one of his big attributes. The last sort of
what
2
I
years he's
want
worked on.
to see from him now, with so much experience behind him, when the ball gets reverse swing, he just goes across. He comes around the wicket to the right-hander and goes across. With this pace, if you bring the ball back in a little bit as well, as a reverse swing, you'll get a lot more wickets.
And from Pakistan's perspective, Wasim, they've got the bat in hand. You mentioned and there's a bit of grass on the surface. Who from Pakistan has to deliver today to get a number on the board?
I think we have 2 young guns coming up, very talented. Saim Ayub making his debut, Abdullah Shafiq. We know he's a very good player. Patience is the key here with the new ball. Try not to lose wickets early on with the new ball. Play like Test cricket, wickets in hand, get to decent total, and you have good enough bowling to defend.
And Babar Azam back in the team.
Yeah, Babar Azam is, like you said, one of the best players in world cricket, and he got dropped. But again, I know Babar Azam, very nice guy off the field, on the field, very competitive. And I think, like Gilly was saying, and Wani was saying as well, the team batting revolve around Babar Azam. If he gets run, Pakistan team is in every game.